Today at 1, one of the most senior bosses at the Post Office apologises to victims of the Horizon IT scandal. Angela van den Bogerd tells the public inquiry she never knowingly did anything wrong.
I do want to say to everyone impacted by wrongful convictions and wrongful contract terminations that I am truly, truly sorry for the devastation caused to you, your family and friends.
Power sharing in Scotland collapsed. Hello and welcome to the BBC News at 1. She's been described as the Post Office executive who knew more about the Horizon IT scandal than anyone else. This morning, Angela van den Bogerd told the public inquiry that she was truly, truly sorry for the devastation caused to sub-postmasters and their families. She personally oversaw many of the complaints about problems with the computer system and in 2019 was heavily criticised by a judge for giving misleading evidence during a High Court class action which Alan Bates and fellow sub-postmasters won. Zoe Conway sent this report from the inquiry.
It's the biggest day of the inquiry so far for sub-postmasters. Angela van den Bogerd, the woman they blame for causing so much of their suffering, is taking the stand.
It's a very big moment. Like I was double-minded. Shall I come? But I said no. It's too good to miss. Today, definitely, I would say like please, please, please stop lying and tell the truth. We all know the truth, but just make it more official. Need a proper truth now.
Why the cover-up? Why did you do what you did and put us in the position that you did put us in? We want to try and put her in that same position as well.
Angela van den Bogerd is said to have known more about the Horizon IT scandal than anyone else at the Post Office.
Saying sorry and no doesn't change what's happened, but I do want to say to everyone impacted by wrongful convictions and wrongful contract terminations that I am truly, truly sorry for the devastation caused to you, your family and friends.
But the inquiry wanted to know just what was she apologising for?
I think you make no concessions or admissions that you did anything wrong, correct?
Well, I didn't knowingly do anything wrong, and I would never knowingly do anything wrong.
You don't apologise for your role in any of the events being examined by the inquiry, do you?
I think, and I've reflected on this quite a bit, and the disclosure that I've seen through this process, there are things that documents that I've seen that I don't remember some of them from the time, but clearly, knowing what I know now, I would give further weight to some of those documents than I did at the time.
Sub-postmasters finally began to see justice in 2019 when the Post Office was forced to admit in court that branch accounts could be accessed remotely by Fujitsu without the sub-postmasters' knowledge. The issue of remote access and Horizon software bugs were discussed as far back as 2010 at a meeting which Angela van den Bogerd was told about in an email.
Or was it that you and others within the Post Office studiously avoided lifting the lid on what had happened at the meeting of October 2010, when the receipts and payments mismatch bug was not only discovered, but also was revealed Fujitsu's ability to tamper with branch accounts?
I wasn't aware of this, and I wish I had been aware of this at the time, because that fundamentally changes what my understanding was to do with Horizon System. And even just the language used in here, clearly it was known.
What this inquiry has been doing is spending a lot of time focusing on this issue of remote access. What did Angela van den Bogerd know about it? When did she know it? And what Jason Beer, the lead counsel to the inquiry, has been doing is pulling up documents, emails, dated as far back as 2010, where remote access is discussed. And he's then comparing that with what Angela van den Bogerd was saying publicly. And he's even accused her of making false statements. Now, it's packed in the inquiry today. There are lots of sub-postmasters in the room, and I think it's fair to say they are hanging on her every word.
Zoe, thank you. Zoe Conway there at the public inquiry. Power sharing is over in Scotland.